So Kurt, before you began your full-time career as a musician, you've worked at the craft brewery, is that right?
At the
Yeah.
I worked at Philadelphia Brewing Company.
And was it just some sort of odd job to make the ends meet, or are you a craft beer geek? Did you want to work there?
Craft beer. Yeah, it was just the best option out there at the time, and it was a good job. It was a good blast job to have, free beer and stuff. Yeah.
So would you say that you're interested in craft beer?
I mean, not so much anymore. I mean, I'll still drink some, but probably because of that job, I don't care about craft beer anymore.
So we shouldn't expect Kurt Weill signature beer anytime soon.
Nope.
Okay. In the US, you have presidential election coming up, and it's a pretty big deal for us as well. A lot of musicians are really engaged in the campaign. They are supporting some candidates in the primary Democratic. They were engaged. Are you into politics as well? Are you?
I mean, I would say that I'm into politics to like a human extent, you know. I don't necessarily like push my politics through my music, but I would say that you know, people get really intense in America, so I try not to push my politics ahead, you know, in people's faces. But I just don't think Trump is really qualified. That's all. I already said this once, and people asked, you know, people got mad already, but he just doesn't seem like he's got his politics together. He just seems a little extreme. I don't think I'm a little scared of him.
So you're more interested in I don't know, individual perspective in your music, not social political issues like, for example, what PJ Harvey did on her last record?
Yeah, no, I admire that. I think it's cool that people do that. People have a calling to do that. I'm not saying I'll never do that. I admire people like Neil Young who do that, all kinds of people, but I think my music is more a result of all kinds of things happening, you know, that affect somebody's psyche or whatever, and bum them out, or you know, it depends on the day really. But I'm not saying I'll never get political in my music, but I think a lot of my music is a result of shit gone awry, you know. Yeah.
Right. And you also said that being a successful musician for you is making money and not just getting critical acclaim, great reviews, etc. You also was even criticized for that. But do you think that these musicians who think that, I don't know, licensing your song to a band is selling out, are they a bit extreme in their worldview?
People who like accuse me of selling out or something like that, with putting a song in a commercial or something. I don't really think about it too much. I don't care. I do it whatever I want to do, and I would never like do something that was I would never do something like that's too corrupt or anything. But yeah, I had a song in a Bank of America commercial, which in a way it just like fell into my lap. It was like assumed that I would do it, and so I did it. But I don't care, you know, either way.
But do you think that it's hard to find some sort of balance between being successful, making money, and being an artist, or is it a problem for some musicians?
Yeah, I don't know. It probably is a problem for some, and other people they just do it. I think during like the hippie era, people could maybe be more like, man, I'm just an artist. I'll never give my money to commercials or etc. because I'm free, you know. But they also, a lot of those people were able to do that because, you know, I don't know. These are different times where people can get your music for free or download your music for free. I don't know. I feel like it depends on the music, but people just have to find money different ways these days, you know.
And definitely these days, experiencing live music has changed dramatically. What do you think about virtual reality, streaming concerts, people Instagramming shows, Snapchatting? It's so different from what it was just a few years ago.
Yeah, well, it is, but that's the world we live in now. I mean, it's been going on for a long time, so that's like technology, you know. But yeah, sometimes it makes me not try a new song or something, because I assume it'll go right up on the internet and then go on Pitchfork and be like, Kurt Vile plays a crappy version of a new song. Check it out. But whatever.
So yeah, so this is, but from your perspective, when you're standing on stage and there are just people with selfie sticks and phones, and they are not enjoying the show, is that bothering you?
No, I mean, who's to say they're not enjoying the show? They just want to hold. They just want to capture it. It's hard for. I mean, I do that sometimes too when I see something awesome. The option's right there. You can just film it, and then chances are I actually don't ever look at it, but in the moment you're like, oh, this is my favorite song and this is awesome. Capture a moment, but I don't, you know, not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Thank you for the interview.